Hey guys, my name is Damilare and I just want to tell my own side of the story. So basically, this is something that I've been trying to do for a very long time, but I just don't know why I never got the courage to put the camera in front of myself and just talk. I feel like I have a lot of interesting stories and I would love to share them for documentation purpose. For this particular one, this is going to be the first one, and I really just want to talk about my childhood, how I grew up, and how I got to where I am right now. I'll try not to make it lengthy, God help me, because I actually talk too much. Yeah, but all my life I've actually been in Lagos. I attended primary school, secondary school. Um, you know, I was actually a very curious individual growing up. I'm still very curious, but it's a bit managed now because I don't show my curiosity a lot because I'm more mature. You know, the average Nigerian child that is playful and just very playful. People just feel like the child is playful and unserious, but sometimes it's born out of curiosity, which was my case. But I was grossly misunderstood that there were times where my parents would call and say, "Oh, the kids are." They will call relatives and say, "Oh, the kids are going to come around to stay with you guys for holiday," and they will specifically ask that, "Is Dami coming?" That question wasn't because they wanted to see me. They were trying to see if they could avoid me coming because I was known for being destructive. I broke chairs. I almost burnt down houses. I did a lot of crazy stuff while growing up, but trust me, it was just from a place of curiosity. Growing up as well, I struggled with my identity because it felt like I was easily influenced because the average Nigerian kid from a young age you are being asked that, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up, this and that. I know I probably gave like a million different answers. I said I wanted to be an astronaut, I wanted to be a doctor. I stuck with mechanical engineering because that was something that I liked, and I did sciences in secondary school. And when I went to higher institution, I went to Yabateka actually. I did mechanical engineering. But one thing that stood out in my entire educational career life is that I had always been enterprising. From the age of 12, I was probably in GS3 or SS1 when I started trading. Maybe junior secondary school, maybe. I, in school, everybody would go home for holidays, come back, and they'll be giving gist on what they did, and everybody was talking about how they were playing their PlayStations and all of that. My brother and I, well, a lot of my siblings, we are from a very humble background. We didn't have a lot, but we're doing okay, but we're just not rich. So we didn't have video games. All we had at the later stage of our growing up was a PC. So we're playing PC games. Like we had, I think it was Road Dash first. Then we now started getting other games like NBA, GTA on PC. And when we talked about it, we made the people that had PlayStations feel like they didn't have the right thing. And so it created a buzz where people were now asking, because there were quite a number of people that had PCs in their homes at that time. So we now had people that were asking us for PC games, and that was how I started taking it to school and selling PC games. That was my first experience with trading. And after that, it went on like that. I finished secondary school, and my brother and I founded a company called Giddy Boy Wears, where a lot of people actually still call me Giddy Boy. Anybody that knows me from way back would refer to me as Giddy Boy because that was when the identity actually started coming up. We were doing customized t-shirts and tailored casual wears. He was in school already, he was in UNAB, and we were getting orders from departments in the school when they were doing their departmental week for us to make their shirts and things like that. I was also getting gigs on the side. Maybe somebody just wanted customized t-shirts to wear, customized jerseys. Then we ran with that for a while. Then I now started doing personal shopping as well, which was good. Personal shopping was okay, the money was good, orders were coming in. It was majorly via Facebook and maybe word of mouth. That was how we were getting customers back then. It was actually good. Then Instagram came. I was still doing the personal shopper thing through Instagram. I created a page. But you see, at some point, I just felt, you know what, this thing is killing me because a large percentage of the customers back then were actually Yahoo boys. And those guys can, oh They can owe for shit, man. And they were the only ones that were actually buying at the time, that were patronizing, because I was selling designer wares and replica watches, and they were the ones that things like that appealed to, because they always needed to brag about something. So it just made sense for them to be the ones that were patronizing at the time. And that ran for a while. Then I met someone. I was dating a lady at the time, and she told me, because I wasn't feeling the personal shopping thing again, because people were just owing me crazy money that I couldn't get. So she told me that there was another avenue, which was the Konga platform then, that I could be selling some of the items on Konga and I didn't need to buy them and keep them. So it was a thing of when someone places an order, I had a relationship with my suppliers and I'll just go pick it up and send it. And when I get paid, I sort it out. And that kept on going for a while. It was great, to be honest, because at that point I started making good money. It was more or less like a financial stable period for me. And I was still young then. I think I was probably like maybe 20. Yeah, maybe 20. Yeah, I was probably 19, 20 at the time. And I was already doing financially well. But then again, I was young, naive. I didn't make any investments back then. I was just buying new phones, going to cinemas, watching movies, and all of that. Then Konga was doing well. I did Konga from like 2014 to like 2016. They had to stop because Konga stopped this pay on delivery option, because that period a lot of dispatch riders were being killed. People would order for stuffs and do pay on delivery, and when the dispatch rider gets there or the delivery person gets there, they retrieve the item and just kill the rider or do something stupid. So people now had to start paying for stuff, and Nigerians were not ready to. Nigerians have trust issues. Nobody was willing to pay. Then they would deliver the wrong item to you. So after some time, I had to stop doing Konga. But in between that, I enrolled for, because I did, after I did my ND, I had to decide if I wanted to go back for my HND or go to another school and do BSc afresh. But I wasn't really feeling the whole going to school thing at that time. So I said I was just going to do a couple of short courses and see if I could just pick up from there and go with it. In 2015, I enrolled for a program at EDC. They did an open call for young entrepreneurs to enter a program, a sponsored program at the Entrepreneurial Development Center. It's an arm of the Pan Atlantic University. I applied for the program, and out of 3,000 applicants, they selected 50, and your boy was one of the 50. The program ran for 3 months, and it was a life-changing experience for me, because before then everybody just knew me as a resource person, but they couldn't actually say what exactly it was that I did as a person. So I was able to define my career path at that point. I started as a fashion designer. My niche was going to be menswear, bespoke tailoring for menswear, where we'll be doing suits, and suits, agbada, so like buba and shokoto, agbada, then shirts and tailored pants. And later that year, I think in October 2015, I did my first job. It was a job to make the suits for groomsmen for someone's wedding. I did the suit for 5 groomsmen. I happened to be one of the groomsmen, and it was good because I didn't even know I had the potential to do something like that. And the person that gave me the job was like, you know what, I trust you, just do it. I wouldn't say it was my best work because I was still in my early stage, but everybody got to wear their outfits on that day, and it was good. And that actually just launched my career, because more people now started to see what more I could do, because everyone actually used to think that it was just t-shirts before, and it was good. So it was a pivoting moment in I hope say that English correct. Whatever, you guys get what I mean. It was, I think, in that same 2015 that I met my wife Duni. We met at a fashion show where she was exhibiting a collection. I was doing mine as well. Our friendship grew stronger, and in 2016 we got married. We had our first son 2016, October 2016. And early 2017, Dunia had an idea of us creating a new brand, which was going to be like a ready-to-wear brand that had affordable options. So we had dresses that cost from as low as 3,000 naira back then, and it was good because we didn't have a physical space, so we're going for pop-ups. There was this pop-up. I don't want to make my, but there was this pop-up in Lekki Phase One back then that we used to go for monthly. It was good. We did it for like 6 months. The first 3 months were actually very good because we were the new kids on the block and we were just getting patronage. But bad thing about Nigeria is that once there's a new idea, other people that were driving with something else before, once they see that this new idea is thriving, man, they are going to jack your shit though. We went there the first month, we went with our budget friendly clothes, we were selling well, like we sold out. First month probably did like 50 dresses. The second month we went with like 100 dresses, sold out. By the fourth month, we had even gone to take a loan to do a production and we had like maybe 300 dresses. And we got to the location again, and this time around, other vendors were already selling the designs that we came up with. And instead of selling it for the 5K that we were selling, they were selling at 2,500 naira. Like, I don't even know how that was possible. And we were the only ones that were selling these designs. And by this fourth month, there were like 5 different people that were doing other business that had now started selling these dresses as well. But man, it was a very low point. We struggled to make 50K that day. Man, Duni cried though. I can't remember if I cried, but Duni cried because it was a low point. We had high expectations, and it was a learning curve for us as well because we took some business lessons from there. There's always a need to be innovative because in this market, people are going to jack your shit. So as a creative, you need to be able to create new ideas every time. Later in 2017, October precisely, no, September actually, we got a call to come and occupy a space at the Palm Shopping Mall. And at that point, I personally wasn't going to take it because I was like, how are we going to be able to afford the rent? How do we even get there? We didn't have a car at the time. This area here, the link to my first car video will probably be here at some point. So let's put a pin on that. So far, I'm happy that we did it. We've been able to build like a community, and there's a steady flow of customers. The mall has quite a good number of traffic and it converts. So I'll end by saying I think I finally found myself now because I struggled with that growing up. I struggled with knowing what my identity actually is because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I finished the program from a young age. I actually didn't know, but I know I'd always been enterprising. I know now that I'm an artist. I identify as an artist. I might not do a lot of these things by myself, but I'm a very creative person. I've come up with a lot of concepts that it was just an idea in my head. I put the items together, I make the piece, I post it, and someone says they want to buy it. Like that feeling is unexplainable, to be honest. And it took me a long while to realize who I am. I'm sure some people that know me probably have my phone number saved as Damilare wristwatch guy, Damilare tailor, Damilare art guy. And I feel like there's a bit of art in everything that I do. Even in my fashion design career, it's art because there is always that point of me trying to create something different from something that was already existing. This is how much I can share now. And this has felt good. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.